Hi everyone, welcome to Yoga with Adriene. I'm Adriene and this is Benji. And today we have an awesome practice called Yoga Kiss. This is a wonderful flow that's going to help you feel like you've kind of tended to all parts of the self. If you need a little pick-me-up or if you need to kiss something goodbye to help you kind of move forward, this is going to be an awesome session for you. So hop into something comfy and let's get started. Okie doke, my darling friends, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to begin today's practice in a nice, comfortable seat of your choice. So you can begin in a chair even or on a couch for this first moment. We're just going to tune in. You can come on down to the ground. You can take this posture that Benji is taking. Just come to a place where you can sit up nice and tall. And then when you get there, you're going to take one hand and bring it to your heart, and one hand and bring it to your belly. And if you are working with one hand or one arm today, for whatever reason, go ahead and bring it to your heart so we can all really feel this warmth, the heart center as we begin this Yoga Kiss practice. Trust me, trust yourself. Trust that this time is valuable, and close your eyes. Please allow the sound of my voice to guide you here as you gently tuck your chin and find a little length in the back of the neck. So we're tucking the chin, finding a little length. And this is creating a bit of a reverent bow here as we begin our practice here together. See if you can relax the skin of the forehead, soften through your jaw. And just take a moment to notice how you feel. Where are you at today? Now try to be kind as you begin to notice your breath. You don't have to do anything special, just noticing where you are today, and now just noticing the quality of your breath. And through these two perhaps seemingly simple investigations, we start to get a little taste of what it feels like to invite in more loving awareness. A little taste, or in this practice we can think of it as a little kiss. It's like when I go to Mexico and you're given a mezcal, you're invited to kiss it, right? You don't chug it, you just kiss it, little sips. So little sips here of loving awareness. Little kisses, slowly inviting or being willing to notice what that feels like. Now you may have already started, but begin to invite a longer, deeper, fuller inhale in. And then allow a longer, extended exhalation to spill out. Just keep going with that for a second. Big inhale in. And allowing for a long, long, long breath out. And see if you can keep this going. Big inhale in. And long, extended exhalation. Continuing with the breath and continuing with just the gesture of noticing. How am I feeling? Where am I at? And what is my breath like? And through this investigation, just keep inviting in these little kisses of loving awareness. If you have a busy mind, little monkey mind, it's all good. If your heart is feeling achy, it's all good. Let this practice kind of meet you where you are, right? Is it a kiss on the cheek, a kiss on the forehead? A kiss with tongue. Okay, take a deep breath in. On the exhale this time, bring your palms together. Oh, Benji just did a breath out with me. Palms together. Anjali Mudra at the heart. Lift your sternum, your chest up to meet your thumbs. So chest is lifting up to kiss the thumbs, and then gently press your thumbs into your heart center. Just feel that connection. If you like, set a little intention here. What do you want to kiss today? What do you want to take a sip of? Or is there something you'd like to kiss goodbye lovingly and with respect? Something that maybe is no longer serving you. Inhaling deeply, here we go. Exhale out through the mouth completely. Bat your eyelashes open, lift your chin, yay! We're gonna bring the fingertips down, spread the fingertips wide. As you breathe in, just reach all the way up, big breath. Exhale, palms face down towards the ground, and we're just gonna press the fingers all the way back down, moving with your breath. Here we go, big inhale. Open palms, spread the fingertips, reach up high, really reaching from the side waist here. And then exhale, float it down. One more time, big inhale, big stretch. And long, smooth exhale, float it down. Awesome. From here, come forward onto all fours. Move like you love yourself. So maybe you're not feeling like you love yourself, you're not feeling yourself today, that's okay. Move like you do. See if that changes the quality of movement. It might not. Tabletop position, nice neutral spine, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees right underneath the hips, moving right into our spinal flexion. Here we go. Inhale, drop the belly, open your heart space, let it radiate forward as you really open the throat, drop the shoulders down away from the ears, press firmly into the fingertips, the tops of the feet. Good, then from your tailbone, start to curl it all the way up, then all the way through the low back, then mid back, upper back, and then cervical spine until finally the chin draws all the way up into the chest and the crown of the head releases to the earth. Sharp exhale here, press into your foundation, lift up through the upper back body, and now moving with the breath. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, rounding through the spine. Maybe try to find an audible breath here, inhaling to drop the belly. Feel the skin of the belly stretch here. And then exhale, navel draws up, up, up. Feel the skin of the back stretch here. And keep it going with the sound of your breath a couple more times. Awesome. Bring it back to a nice neutral spine. Bring the big toes to touch. Bring the knees nice and wide. Walk the hands out. And then when you're ready, sink your hips back. Let your heart kiss the earth, forehead kiss the mat as we melt down here in a moment, a flash of surrender. Gently opening up through the shoulders, the hips. Close your eyes here and listen to the sound of your breath. It's okay to slow it down. Slow it down. Option here to gently rock the forehead side to side, get a little massage on the brow bone, maybe good for the sinuses. And then take one more deep breath here. And as you breathe out, actively reach your fingertips towards the front edge of the mat, lifting the elbows up, getting just a more perhaps drastic stretch from the wrists to the waistline. Press into the tops of the feet and moving from center, whatever that means to you. Move like you love yourself. You're going to come all the way through. Keep the hands where they are. Just walk the knees back underneath the hips. Then slowly, you're gonna melt the hips down to the ground, belly to the earth, until finally the forehead kisses the earth or the mat. Hands can draw right in line with the rib cage here. And then we're gonna press the pubic bone into the earth, squeeze the elbows into the side body, press into the tops of the feet, and tuck the chin, slowly rolling up to a nice baby cobra here. Pause. So find that sukha, that ease here as you open the chest forward. Keep the chin slightly tucked, just like we did at the beginning of practice. Keep the neck nice and long. Building strength, not just in the muscles, but supporting our organs, the whole shebang. Here we go. Inhale in. Exhale, forehead kisses the mat. And now moving with the breath. Inhale, pubic bone presses to the earth. We use our foundation here. Squeeze the elbows in, lift up. Exhale, forehead kisses the mat. Inhale, lift up. Doesn't have to be a huge move. Move with the breath. Exhale, slow and gentle with control. Forehead kisses the mat. One more time. Inhale, squeeze the elbows in, strong foundation. You don't have to go too high here. And then exhale, forehead kisses the earth. Awesome. Listen carefully. Keep pressing into your fingertips. Curl the toes under. Lift your kneecaps. Tone the quadriceps. Inhale in. Exhale to all fours or plank. 3 cycles of breath in tabletop with a nice neutral spine, or 3 cycles of breath here in plank pose. You want to think of a nice straight line from the crown to the tail here. Let your shoulder blades move left to right. Feel this kind of doming sensation in the upper back body. Breathe. And then we'll make our way to downward facing dog. Bend your knees. Stay strong in your hand to earth connection. And just take a couple breaths here to find what feels good. Then bend both knees generously. Melt your belly towards the tops of your thighs. Take a second here to just tick-tock the hips a little left to right. And then when you're ready, carve a line with your nose to look up. Inhale in, exhale, ragdoll. So step to the top. You can also take multiple steps. It doesn't matter how many steps you take. Ragdoll to the top. When you get there, take a couple breaths here to let the weight of the head go. You can bend your knees, generously shake the head a little yes and no. Maybe clasp the elbows, rock side to side. You know what to do here. Listen to your body and start to amp up the breath. Then release the fingertips. Take a second here before you roll up to shift all the way onto the toes. Lift your heels. Just feel what that's like to press into the ball joint of the big toe mound, the ball joint of the pinky toe mounds. Good, then send the weight back. You don't have to lift the toes necessarily, but send your weight into your heels. If lifting the toes helps, you can. Into the heels. Should kind of feel it in your glutes. Feel that connection from ankle to knee to hip. Good, and now all 4 corners of the feet, ground down, tuck the chin, bend your knees, and slowly roll it up. Take your time. And then as you rise up, keep that awareness spreading through all 4 corners of the feet. And then from there, start to draw energy up from the earth. Drawing all the way up through the legs, up past the hips, all the way up through the spine, and just let your body respond to that loving awareness that you're drawing up from the earth. Just roll with me, okay? So we're drawing this energy up from the arches of the feet, really. And then we're letting the mountain pose kind of come from the awareness. So rather than doing the pose and then trying to find awareness within the pose, we're actually kind of starting from the ground up and then letting the pose kind of come out of the awareness. I hope that makes sense. If not, it's okay. We're gonna have a great practice here. About to get flowing anyway. But if you can play with that, please give it a go. And that should lead you into a mountain pose that feels really good, right? You've heard me say it before in other practices, like find your best and most beautiful mountain pose. Well, what does that mean? Well, where is it coming from? Maybe is a good question to ask. Return to the sound of your breath. And then everyone, wherever you are, kind of embodying this standing mountain pose. See if you can grow a little taller through your spine. Draw your shoulder blades closer together. And you know I'm going to say it, right? Lift your heart. Kiss the sky. And then as you try to lift your chest all the way up a little more, notice if that creates an adjustment in the low back. And then take one more deep breath in here. And on your exhale, go ahead and relax the shoulders down, down, down. Awesome. On your next inhale, let's reach it all the way up. Big breath, big stretch. No need to rush here. Move mindfully. Exhale, wiggle the fingertips, rain it all the way down back to your forward fold. Benjitito. Inhale, halfway lift, your version. Crown reaches forward, tailbone reaches back. And then exhale, soften and fold. We're starting nice and slow here, but it's gonna pick up, so just hang with me. Here we go. Bend the knees, plant the palms. Step one foot back, then the other. Back to that plank pose, or you can lower the knees, come to tabletop, and then walk them back for a half plank. All right? Shoulders are over the wrists here, fingertips are spread wide. We're gonna rock forward on the toes. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, squeeze the elbows in, slow and with control, best you can, all the way down, belly to the earth. Belly flops welcome. You can build that strength nice and easy. Squeeze the elbows in. Inhale for cobra, rise up. Keep the jaw soft, skin of the forehead soft. And then exhale, we crest and fall with the breath. Forehead kisses the earth. Good, curl the toes under, inhale in, exhale to plank or half plank. Inhale in again, exhale, hips up high and back, downward facing dog, awesome. Bend the knees, inhale to look forward, exhale, ragdoll. You can either do baby steps or step, you can even hop. Forward fold to the top of the mat, nice work. All right, here we go, big inhale, halfway lift, crown forward, tail back, slight bend in the knees here. Squeeze the elbows into the side body. And then on your exhale, soften and fold back down. Root to rise here, inhale, reach for the sky, ground through all four corners of the feet. Draw that loving awareness, that energy up from the earth, all the way now to the fingertips. Lift your sternum high. And then exhale, send it all the way back down, forward fold, rain it down. Inhale, halfway lift, moving with your breath. Exhale to fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms. Inhale, step it back. Exhale, stay here. Find strong plank or half plank. Good, inhale to look forward, squeeze the elbows in. Exhale to lower all the way to the belly. Inhale, press into the tops of the feet, rise up, cobra, Bhujangasana. And exhale to release. Good. Curl the toes under. Inhale in here. Exhale to plank. Half plank. Good. Inhale in again. Big full breath. And then exhale to downward facing dog. Nice work. Big inhale in here. And empty it out. Bend the knees. Inhale, look forward. Exhale to make your way to the top. Feet together now, perhaps. You can stay a hip width apart or feet together. Big inhale to lift halfway. Try to think of creating like a figure 7 shape in the body. Just the sensation, like use it as an image. Don't worry about how it actually looks. Good, and then use your exhale to fold. Root to rise here, woo, ground down, inhale, rise up strong, big breath, big stretch, and right back down you go. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, soften and bow. Inhale to plank, step it back or half plank. Exhale to stay here. Hollow front body, strong abdominal wall, strong core. Good, inhale, shift forward, hug the elbows in. Exhale, slowly lower all the way to the belly. Inhale for cobra, rise up, move with your breath. Get the hair out of my mouth. And then exhale to soften and fold back down, forehead kisses the mat. Good, inhale, curl the toes under. Exhale, strong core as you press up to plank or half plank. Inhale in here, long, beautiful neck. Exhale, downwards facing dog, hips up high and back. Claw through the fingertips. Inhale, lots of love in here. And exhale, lots of love out. Good, bend the knees, carve a line with the nose to look forward. So when I say carve a line with the nose, I'm just trying to get you to integrate the neck, not crunch it. And then use an exhale to make your way to the top. Have fun. Good, from here, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to soften and fold. Inhale, root to rise. Reach with the sky. And this time, exhale, palms come together and slowly float right back down to your heart center. Try to capture a little bit of that prana, that energy here. Control your breath. Try not to fidget. Breathing slow and steady. Just kind of feeling yourself. Notice how you feel. All right, bend the knees. Fingertips are gonna go down to come up. Here we go, big inhale to reach for the sky. Exhale, rain it down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long neck. Exhale to soften and fold. Inhale for plank pose. Listen carefully. Exhale for downward facing dog. Make sure that your hands are nice and wide here. Beautiful. Anchor through the left heel. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up high. On an exhale, shift forward. Try to bring your knee to kiss your nose. Doesn't even have to come close. Just give it that intention. Think cat pose in the spine. Good. Inhale, kick it up. Three-legged dog. Here we go. Right knee to right elbow. Upper body's in plank here. Shift forward. Gaze it straight down. Good. Inhale, kick it up. Three-legged dog. We're crossing it over. Right knee to left elbow. Kiss the left elbow. Good. Inhale, rise up. Three-legged dog. And this time, exhale. Right foot all the way to the front. If it doesn't get there in one step, no big deal. Just use your right hand to slowly guide it on up there. Excellent. So you have a choice here to lower the back knee or keep it lifted. Just depends on how you're feeling today in your body or in your level of energy. Both variations, I invite you to squeezing your thighs together, lift up from the pelvic floor, and then when you're ready from there, again, either back knee lowered or lifted. We'll reach the fingertips forward, up and back, come into either a crescent lunge with the knee on the ground or high lunge here. Both variations, pull the right hip crease back, lift your heart to the sky, kiss the sky. Everyone, go full beach ball here today, so take up some space with the hands. Imagine you're holding a big beach ball. If your back knee's lifted, take a second to bend it. Get your center really underneath you and then grow it from here. Everyone, take a big inhale in. Use an exhale to relax the shoulders down. Sink a little more into that front knee over front ankle as you breathe in. And use an exhale to relax the shoulders down. Great, inhale in. Exhale to rain it all the way back down, hands kiss the earth. We step the right foot back, plank pose. Shift it forward, belly to cobra, or maybe now chaturanga to upward facing dog. Move with your breath. Meet me in downward facing dog. You're doing great. Hips up high and back. Take a breath here to reset. Good, anchor through the right heel. Let's move together. Inhale, sliding the left leg up high. Exhale, knee to nose. Try to get them to kiss, even if they don't, try. Shift it forward. Good, inhale, anchor through the right heel, kick the left leg up high, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee kisses left elbow. Good, inhale, kick it up high, claw through the fingertips, take pressure out of the wrist, cross it over here. Final kiss, left knee to right elbow. Good, inhale, kick it up. Ooh, welcome that heat, beautiful. Now we're gonna step it all the way through as you breathe out. Feel free to guide the left foot up. Back knee lowered or lifted. Pull the left hip crease back from the ground up. Root to rise, here we go. Lifting the fingertips all the way up. If this is too much for you, you can bring the hands on the waistline. This is a great way to work. Just kind of build that foundation so you feel stable, strong, like you are. Breathing deep. Give yourself lots of space. If you're holding that big beach ball up and overhead, really go for it. Go full beach ball. If the back knee's lifted, bend it to get your center underneath you. Find that lift through the front body, that grounding through the back body. Then hang with me here, guys. Don't give up. Inhale in. You got it. Exhale, relax your shoulders. Heart reaches for the sky. Inhale in. Exhale, relax your shoulders. Maybe reinforce the bend in that front knee for this last breath. You got it. Inhale in. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Good. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, float it down low. Plant the palms, step it back, and take a vinyasa. This can go straight to down dog if you like. You can move through cobra or up dog. We're gonna meet in downward facing dog. All together now, joining Benji in his most beloved pose. Inhale in, exhale, empty it out. Good, bend the knees, inhale to look forward. Exhale to make your way to the top. Inhale lifts you halfway, you're doing great. Exhale to soften and fold, check it out. Bend the knees generously, tuck the chin, roll it up from here. Roll it up, stacking up through the spine. Great, bring the feet together, really together. Zip up through the leggies. I just said leggies, whatever. Zip up through the legs. And then when you're ready, reach the fingertips around and interlace behind the tail. Draw the shoulder blades together. And you might feel super tight here. If you came to the mat feeling a little vulnerable today, you're not alone. Just notice how it feels, right? We kind of blast through these poses like stretch this, stretch that. Let's just take a second and notice how it feels as you start to open up through your heart here. If the shoulders and the chest and the forearms are all really tight, which they might be, you might just keep the wrists nice and square here. Otherwise, in time, we will work to bring the palms together. So we have a nice strong base here. We're breathing deep. Inhale in, listen carefully. Ground through all four corners of the feet, especially those heels here to start. We're gonna bend the knees, send the hips back. So pull back through the hip crease. So you're gonna find a hinge. So we hinge forward and we look down. And it's as if we were looking into a pond here. Hug the low ribs in just a bit so they might tend to splay out here. You can peek at me, I'm exaggerating. You're gonna hug them in here to support the low back. Great, then check it out. Inhale in, exhale, break free, fingertips release, and we come to airplane arms. Your arms might already be tired here, but it's all good, baby. We're building strength, building tone. Here we go. Inhale in, navel draws in and up. Exhale, you're gonna shift forward onto your toes and lift the heels just onto the ball joint of the big toe, ball joint of the pinky toe. Okay, and you're like a little hummingbird, like going for a little kiss, a little sip. Or a drinking bird. If you want a little more fire, start to bend those knees, send the hips back a little more. Little more fire, lift those heels even more. Everyone, reach the fingertips back. Keep those that nice extension through the crown and the tail just from all those little halfway lifts. Find that nice, long, beautiful neck here. And then just listen to the sound of your breath for a couple moments here. If you fall, don't worry. Just come right back to it. Wherever you are, take one more cycle of breath and really own it, just wherever you are, whether the heels are lifted or not. Yes, and then slowly let the heels kiss the earth. Fingertips go down to come up. Inhale, reach for the sky, big breath, big stretch. And then exhale, forward fold, just wash it all the way, all down. Good, inhale, halfway lift. And from here, we're gonna come into a low squat, so lift your heels. Bend the knees generously, hands are on the earth for support, and we're just gonna slowly come from here, hi Benji, into a nice seat. So use your hands to guide you all the way back onto the bum. We're gonna center ourselves on the mat. Are you ready, Benji, for the final beat of this practice, which I'm calling the kiss of death? Just kidding. So, all jokes aside, a little bit of core work, but see if you can kind of go at it with a little bit of a playful attitude. And the loving little invitation is to keep that heart kind of kissing up towards the sky this whole time. Ready? Let's see what happens. So you're gonna bring the hands to the backs of the thighs, loop the shoulders, and right away establish this lift up through the chest. So we're not just lifting right up through the chest. For every time we find a lift and expansion, we want to anchor that with something. So find places where you can ground. Shoulder blades, elbows. Cool. And then you can actually stay here with the big toes on the ground or even the heels. So toes or heels on the ground, just a little bit of the foot connecting to the earth as you start to wake up the core again. Perhaps you haven't been here in a while, so all good, right? Be where you are now. Ready, Benji? There's also an option to lift the toes. Maybe bring the shins parallel to the sky or the ceiling. Keep the chest lifted, keep breathing. If you're already starting to sweat and shake here, it's all good. And then there's an option to reach the fingertips out. So we're here in kind of a modified boat pose. Look at you, wherever you are, you're in a modified boat. Think of lifting the chest a little more, keeping the belly nice and long. All right, wherever you are, you're gonna take a deep breath in here, listen carefully. And on an exhale, we're gonna go low boat, low boat. You got it. Stay focused. Here we go. Inhale, rise up. You can catch, in fact, I encourage you to catch your wrists or your hands behind your thighs. And then here we go, low boat. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, lift up. You got it. Lift the chest. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale to lift. Keep the chest lifting, lifting, lifting the whole time. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. You're doing great. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. One more time. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Keep the chest lifted. Inhale to lift. Bring the hands behind the thighs, lower the feet to the ground, and melt your forehead down towards your knees. My favorite yoga pose. Just take a total chill pill here. You can wrap the arms around the fronts of the shins if you like. Just let the weight of the head go. I'm serious. I love this shape. Just bowing inward. Getting that release in the back body, the spine. Listening to the sound of your breath. All right, one more round. Here we go. Lift up high. You got this. Yes, you can. Here we go. Even if you modify, how can we get good at kind of modifying, making things our own? Checking in with our core. Nice, loving kiss. Not a kiss of death. Forget I said that. Okay, here we go. Lift the shins. Find your version, rather. And then when you're ready, inhale in. Exhale, lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Contracting through the abs. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower with control. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Listen carefully. Inhale, lift. Exhale, shift to your left glute and lower. Inhale, lift back to center. Shift to your right glute and lower. Nice and easy. Inhale to center. Shift to the left, lower. Inhale to center. Shift to the right, lower. Inhale to center. One more time on each side. We got this. To the left. Inhale to center. Last time. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Bring your hands to the backs of the thighs. Maybe straighten the legs all the way up. Point the toes. Inhale in. Exhale. Maybe you reach the fingertips forward for 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Cross the ankles. Bring the hands to the tops of the thighs. Smooth your heart forward. Inhale. And then exhale, chin to chest, round through the spine. Good, extend the legs out long, point the toes, find that steeple grip here. Index finger pointing forward. And then nice and easy, lift your chin, send your gaze out strong, almost fierce-like focus as you slowly roll it down. Take your time. If the legs fly up, who cares? Just see what happens. Remember, this is time for you to experiment, to explore. And eventually the spine comes to the earth. We can open the ankles, the legs as wide as the hips. Take a second here to rock onto your left ear, just the left ear. And really reach your right fingertips out, palms face up or palms face down, whatever feels good. And imagine you're receiving just a little kiss on the right side of the neck here. Relax the weight of your shoulders down. Good, then rock through center, roll onto your right ear, send your left fingertips out, palm face up or palm face down, and imagine you're getting a little bit of a kiss here on the left side of the neck. Lovely, bring it back to center. Navel draws down to support your low back as you slowly come to the soles of your feet and then bring your knees up towards your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins, give yourself a big hug, should feel really yummy on the lower back. And then we'll grab the outer edges of the feet or the inner arches or the ankles for your version of happy baby. So you're gonna kick the soles of the feet up towards the sky. We're gonna kind of find this connection between the hands and wherever they're landing. So you're really gonna kick your feet up, but ground your hands down into the feet. So there's this little kind of resistance. You're creating almost even, a little resistance there. And then lengthen your tailbone towards the front edge of the mat. So there's some stability in this posture, right? It's not just kind of free for all. And then once you find that little stability, you can find what feels good from there. So stretching the legs, rolling around on the spine, the low back. Maybe just enjoying a moment of exquisite stillness here, neck nice and long. Yeah, awesome. Slowly release. You're gonna bring the feet down to the earth, heels in line with the hips, then just windshield wiper the knees to the right. You're gonna bring your hands to rest gently on your rib cage and then maybe turn back onto your left ear. Get that smooch on the neck. And then come through center. Plant the feet, knees go to the left. We turn onto the right ear. Receive that little smooch on the left side of your neck. And then back to center. And we'll slowly extend the legs out one at a time. And open the palms up towards the sky, arms resting gently at your sides. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, relax the weight of your body completely and fully into the earth here. Relax your tongue and the base of your mouth, close your eyes. And then imagine your yoga mat rising up to kiss your body, to hold you, to meet you. Obviously I'm having a little fun here, but I love the idea that our yoga practice can kind of pick you up, give you a kiss, and really meet you wherever you are on any given day. The hardest part is showing up, so thank you so much for showing up here today. If you're anything like me, it's also sometimes hard to just receive. So thanks for receiving all the kisses today and being willing to stick with it and fill your cup. Take one more quiet breath or two here, just giving yourself permission to do absolutely nothing, to be in stillness for a moment longer, allowing the nutrients of our practice to soak in. And as you're ready, gently begin to deepen the breath and allow your breath to inspire a little movement in the fingers and the toes. And then we'll slowly bring the palms together. Palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss. I would be totally remiss to not say that in today's practice. The final kiss will be of the thumbs to the forehead. When you get there, take one more deep breath in. Lots of love in. And a nice cleansing exhale. Lots of love out. Thank you again for sharing your time and energy with me and all the beautiful people and perhaps pets that are practicing with us here in this very moment even. Have a beautiful rest of the day. I'll see you next time. Namaste.